in Arnhem, Netherlands, has created an undersea journey that takes visitors through a dozen ecosystems found at the different depths of the tropical coral sea. From tide pools and coral reefs to open ocean and rocky coves. Called Ocean, this landlocked exhibit boasts 2 million gallons of salt water and an astonishing 180 species of fish and over 300 species of invertebrates. Only for birders, such an exhibit with its collection of growing and fragile ecosystems also came with incredible responsibility. The slightest miscalculation of water temperature or chemistry could trigger a chain reaction through the ecosystem that could endanger the fish. Therefore, to ensure the vitality of each environment, the engineers developed a high-tech life support system designed to filter and recirculate all 2 million gallons of salt water up to 4 times a day. First, the water speeds through sand filters to remove large waste particles. Then, it circulates through a series of protein skimmers, which, as the name suggests, skims off protein, a basic element in toxic waste. But as efficient as protein skimming was, it did not provide the 100% effectiveness that the exhibit required. Fish produce an enormous amount of hard-to-kill toxins that could build up over time if the water was kept too long. And that was a huge problem for the inland ocean. Birders needed yet one more line of defense. So, they turned to these rings, home to billions of bacteria. Hundreds are loaded into this cylinder, where they remove any remaining poisons, as the water trickles down and is pumped back into the tanks. Still, for all its high-tech filtration, the ocean's most important cleaning crew are the fish themselves.
Actually, we have a very complex society here. All those animals that are living here have their own jobs to do. For instance, the small fish that are cleaning the soil, taking mouthful of sand, filter it. Others have to filter the water, like the clams and sponges. Also, fishes are cleaning each other, like in russes. Some shrimps, the cleaner shrimps, are doing the same job, cleaning fishes. So it's really complex.
But there was still one more microcosm of life that required hands-on cleaning. This is the algae on the glass. For this, the staff knows nothing beats a little elbow grease to keep the exhibit clean, which is why they clean the glass by hand 2 times a week. And when that's not enough, a special robot does the work for them.
And this is a robot. We use it to clean the windows of the tank. It's a remote controlled by radio, just like a joystick on a computer. This is the way we steer it. Forward, back, and turn it around.
With a clean display and optimal water quality for the fish, the visitors can experience each ecosystem bustling with life, especially when they enter the 49-foot-long ray tunnel. Here they are surrounded by rays, and the undersea world found deep off the shore of a rocky cove.
We got 8 species of rays down here. For me, the one most spectacular are the eagle rays. They are my favorites. We do a lot of research on them. We have 6 eagle rays over here. Very nice. Still young ones as well. They're only this size, but they will grow also to about 5 to 6 foot in diameter, so they will become huge.
But that natural growth hasn't just been limited to the rays in this indoor, underground sea world. The 8 species of sharks have all thrived, some even to the point of becoming dangerous.
We got them in, they were only this big, they were just born, newly born, and now they are about 5 to 6 foot and still growing.
The problem with keeping growing sharks is making sure they are fed enough so they won't turn their voracious appetite into a deadly feeding frenzy.
The question you always see is, do they eat the other fish? As long as they get the food every now and then from us, they don't bother to go and chase all these smaller fish. It takes too much energy out of them.
Of course, when feeding time comes, the sharks have plenty of energy. Every one of the 5 sharks in this tank has its own specific diet. The keepers use this long pole to feed each shark individually, 4 to 5 times a week. It's a task that requires a great deal of patience for the keepers, as the sharks can get feisty. With the sharks well fed and the high-tech life support system providing the optimal environment, the Burgers staff figured it would only be a matter of time before nature would take its course.
Every ray and shark species in the aquarium here, we have male and females. If they want to breed, they can breed. They can go for it.
When sharks do breed, many species lay their eggs in the coral to ensure they remain safe from predators. The staff brings the eggs back to a special culture room. Here, curator Max Jans can give the public a small glimpse of something that can typically only be found nestled deep in a reef crevice, far from human eyes.
It takes about 4 months, and then you have a miniature shark, exactly the same as the parents, and they can grow out 2 proper sharks.
The ability of the Burger Zoo to recreate a marine environment where animals can reproduce and thrive, just like in the wild, is the surest sign the exhibit is a success with the animals. But it's the ability to bring this mysterious world to the public that the staff is most proud of.
That's the speciality, I think, of Burgers Ocean. You don't see any technique, you only have the feeling you're submerging in the water. And that's what we want to give to the public.
By using state-of-the-art technology, Burgers Zoo has created Europe's largest indoor marine ecosystem, giving its guests the ultimate underwater adventure and ensuring its place at the Ultimate Zoo. Up next on Ultimate Zoo, this zoo attempts the impossible to transplant an entire swamp into the middle of the city. Can these man-eaters thrive downtown?